Gather close and listen well, for what I am about to tell you is not just a story, but a river of lessons flowing with suspense, tears, betrayal, and love. It is the tale of a mother who wore rags when she could have worn gold, who chose a broom when she could have sat on a throne, and who pretended to be a cleaner though her son was the richest man in the land. She did this for one reason, to find him a wife whose heart was pure, not swayed by silver nor blinded by the glitter of riches. This is the tale of Mama Elle, the billionaire's mother who swept her way into destiny. The night was heavy with silence. The tall glass towers of Lagos glowed against the dark sky, each window reflecting the wealth and power of Chuka Ebele, the youngest billionaire in Africa. But beneath all that light and power, a single figure knelt in the shadows of the grand lobby, her frail hands wringing a mop into a bucket of soapy water. Mama Ebele's back ached, but she pressed her palm against the floor, scrubbing with determination. Anyone passing by would see nothing but an old cleaner in a faded uniform, her head wrapped with a scarf, her eyes lowered in humility. No one would guess that this same woman was the mother of the man whose name commanded respect in every corner of the city. The guards on duty barely glanced at her. To them, she was invisible, just another part of the staff who polished marble floors and wiped away the footprints of the rich. But Mama Ebele's heart beat with a purpose known only to her. She was not truly there to clean. She was there to watch, to listen, to find a woman who could love her son not for the shine of his wealth but for the rhythm of his soul. For Chuka Ebele, her only son, had reached heights no one from their small village could have dreamed of. From the dusty red earth of Nemo to the gleaming skyscrapers of Lagos, he had climbed on determination, intelligence, and the blessings of his mother's prayers. Yet, despite all the wealth he gathered, he was alone. Suitors and women circled him like moths around fire, but their eyes glittered only when they spoke of his cars, his mansions, his billions. None saw the boy who once sold roasted groundnuts in the marketplace, the boy whose hands bore scars from carrying loads to survive. And Mama Ebele feared. Riches can build a mansion, she often whispered to herself, but only love can make it a home. So she chose her path, one that no billionaire's mother had ever walked. She stripped herself of status, dressed in the garments of a poor cleaner, and entered her son's empire. If love was to be found, it would not be found in diamonds. It would be found in the shadows, where the heart could not hide. That was how the game began. By day, Chuka Ebele signed contracts worth millions, attended board meetings where men twice his age bowed their heads to his brilliance, and walked through corridors where whispers followed him like shadows. By night, his mother swept those same corridors unnoticed, her eyes scanning every face, her ears catching every careless word spoken when the rich thought no one listened. And in those nights, she saw the truth of many. She saw women dressed in glittering gowns, waiting in corners of the lobby, their lips painted, their laughter rehearsed. She saw them slip bribes into the hands of guards just to gain a chance at meeting her son. She heard their whispers. If I marry him, my family will never know poverty again. I don't even care if he loves me, I just want the ring. Do you know how many cars he owns? 10, maybe more. Each word was a knife to Mama Ebele's chest. Ah, she would mutter under her breath, a woman who loves a man's pocket will never comfort his soul. But then, one night, as the rain beat hard against the glass walls and thunder roared like drums of war, Mama Ebele saw something different. A young woman entered the lobby, her dress simple, her shoes worn from use. She carried a tray of snacks balanced carefully in her hands, puff-puff, buns, and meat pie, still warm and steaming. The security guards laughed at her, mocking her humility. But she did not flinch. She walked straight to the reception desk, her eyes honest, her voice calm. I was told your staff work long hours. Please, let me sell to them. They need food too. The guards smirked but let her pass. She went from floor to floor, selling her pastries not with desperation but with dignity. When she reached Mama Ebele's corner, she stopped, smiling warmly at the old cleaner on her knees. Ma, you must be tired, she said softly. Please, take one. Puff, puff, no charge. Mama Ebele lifted her eyes, surprised. No one ever saw her as more than an old rag in the corner. But here was this young woman, offering food with kindness, not knowing she was standing before the billionaire's mother. Mama Ebele's heart stirred. She took the puff-puff, but more than the food, it was the gesture that fed her spirit. What is your name, my daughter? Mama Ebele asked quietly. Amaka, the girl replied. I come from the village of Umunze. Life is hard, but I believe that if one works with clean hands, God will bless the sweat. Mama Ebele nodded slowly, her mind already racing. Could it be that the heavens had finally brought her son's destiny before her eyes?